That's right, folks. The reason it wasn't in our review mo is because James wanted to make a full review of it. He makes the rules, he breaks the rules.
I just feel like we had a lot more to say than we could put into a short-form review like that.
Fine. But we're bringing Chris along for this one. He played most of your 80 hours with us.
That's fair. Now then, everybody ready?
Where's my couch?
Elden
Ring
Nightreign
is
an
extension
of
the
Elden
Ring.
narrative.
Stop. We can't review it like that.
Aww.
Elden Ring Nightreign is an extension of the Elden Ring narrative, or what little there was, into a spin-off that focuses on 8 members of something called the Round Table Hold as they attempt to fight off the Night Lord, which has been causing an inescapable repeating night to occur every single, day, I think.
You'll take control of one of 8 of these round table birds, named the Nightfarers, 2 of which you unlock. Each of them has their own set of abilities, weapons they begin with, stats they're acclimated toward, and storylines you can follow, if you care, that can turn the tide of battle when used the most accurate way.
Not only can you take on these lengthy expeditions, you can strap 2 unwilling meat shields to your hip and jump in together, raid forts together,
Time to be cool! I don't know what that did.
kill giant gooey blobs together.
Andy, I watched you get slapped. Are you okay?
That is such a jump scare.
Yell at each other about what one of you was supposed to do while the other 2 were dead together. I can try.
I'm gonna, Chris.
It has the look and feel of a Souls game, only this time, there's something to blame when you suck and die.
Save me, Double Nuts! Aw, shoot.
He immediately murdered me.
Well, that was fun.
Does anyone know if George R.R. Martin had anything to do with this game? The original game wore that involvement like a badge of honor, but I don't see his lipstick anywhere on this game's solid, hard, plastic surface.
The man locked himself in his room after what happened in Season 8 of his show. I have a feeling he doesn't want anything to do with a project that involves playing with others.
The gameplay of Nightreign is simple. Never stop. Don't pause. There's no time to do anything. If you're not killing or finding stone sword keys, there's no reason for your existence. Toss yourself into an open void now and pray a team member is nearby to revive you. There are 2 modes, run and kill. You're either running to your next kill or killing your next kill. No in between.
Fortunately, if you're well versed in the hundreds of hours, 3 Bibles, and DLC is essentially another campaign of Elden Ring, you'll do fine in the hellfields of Nightreign. If you're an unskilled, unknowledgeable beast who just wants to join on the fun, there are dozens upon hundreds upon thousands of video essays on what you're doing wrong when you pick your Nightfarer, hidden abilities the game doesn't feel the need to tell you, and what the difference between the blessed and lightning icons are.
The blessed icon is just a little wispy circle with a beam. The lightning icon is a little wispy circle with a beam. And zippity zappities! There's a very clear difference when you're playing on a Tomlica 90-inch screen you're sitting literal inches from. Now, on to my tier list of every Nightfarer's feat. The Duchess.
Something to that effect will haunt every video essay you seek out, just trying to learn basic Nightreign etiquette.
I am a complete newcomer to the Elden Ring lore pile. I do not like Souls games, but I figured with James, a semi-knowledgeable Souls-like addict,
I'm gonna slap him real hard, a bunch.
and Chris, a big-time Belden brain-beating Battleborn big boy
Talisman. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
dragging my mangled corpse from battle to battle, we'd have some fun between us.
Get out for potion.
He's still throwing stuff!
Andy's alliterative assumptions are almost correct. Some knowledge is absolutely required of a player prior to your spirit bird throwing you into limbo like some piece of lint about to fight a vacuum cleaner. The basic controls from Elden Ring return. Shoulder buttons for attacking, defending, guard counters. However, you don't need to seek ammunition this time. Every bow comes equipped with an infinite amount of arrows, bullets, or whatever the jar cannon uses. A significant upgrade from the original.
Speaking of significant upgrades from the original, fall damage doesn't exist. You can leap off everything without a care in the world. Sure, there's some bottomless pits you can't waltz into, but cliff to cliff, ledge to ledge, long ladder to ground, the jump, the fall, the landing, none of it kills you anymore.
Where's James?
He took the other path of the fork. Said he had something fun he wanted to do.
Do you mean?
There's a dragon down there.
Guys, I need a revive. Before we move on, I want to cover the 2 best improvements to this game that Elden Ring should have included in its original release. I'm going to have Chris and Andy read out what they are, then I'll explain.
The run button.
The run button! Nightreign has a dedicated run button. No more holding dodge after dodging to assume a post-dodge dash. Just click in R3 and you'll sprint faster than Torrent can carry you at top speed. Considering how many bosses play tag with the player, the run button replacing the stupid crouch is an immaculate change, but not as magnanimous as the
dedicated heal button. Man, I'm surprised we could read that.
Is this his handwriting?
Yeah, it's like almost English, almost cursive.
It's like he was being tased.
Fuck both of you. Instead of having to anxiously scroll through a dozen items in your fucking inventory in the middle of a fight while you try and find healing between the throwables and consumables you've equipped, there's a dedicated heal button. Finally, FromSoft looked at the 64 buttons on the PS5's controller and realized one of them can heal you! You refill your flasks at every touch of grace and whenever one of your team members clears a group of enemies, and sometimes just because.
James is going to roll in heal button happiness while we move on.
Oh, yeah.
While Nightreign was advertised as a constantly changing environment that seemed to offer near infinite ways to experience the many horrors of the game, it's not. Limveld is a very static environment. The only things that change are the camp, ruin, mausoleum, beetle, and on-field boss locations. The weapons they drop also differ, but none of this is a tectonic variation in the areas you experience.
By fulfilling certain conditions and defeating a certain amount of Night Lords, you unlock 4 additional concoctions of Limveld's look and feel. The spicy one.
The volcano one.
The really, really cold one.
The ice mountain.
The Eternal City.
The Eternal City, oh.
And the one that hates you, poisons you, and wants you to melt from the inside out.
The Scarlet Rot one.
More typed enemies based on the environment active will be present, and the portending rain will usually push you closer to the epicenter of the affliction each of those environments will cause.
The game considers this lucky, however, as it also places a way to fight these afflictions near those epicenters as well. At least it does for the Scarlet Rot and Ice Mountain ones. There's powers you can acquire while hounded by a big scary monster that will improve your strength while suffering the rot or frostbite, or your ability to fight them. If you pick the wrong Night Lord to fight at the end, these powers will do nothing for you. Lucky you!
The 4 major environmental shifts appear to occur at random after playing through enough of the game, so ending up in the wrong one could power you up for the wrong type of battle, where you go to fight the scary dragon, the goat who yells, or 3 big pepperoni. And leaving a match prior to your team succeeding or dying incurs the heavy penalty of some kind. We never left matches. We went down with every team we play with, like real men.
While we're discussing Limveld and camps and powers, we haven't even said what you do in this game.
That's your fault.
You wrote this.
In Elden Ring Nightreign, you alone, you and 2 friends, or more recently, you and a single friend, brave the vast land of Limveld to fight enemies, collect runes, and master weapons by holding them long enough. As time goes on, the rains will portend and draw the players toward an inner circle centered somewhere. This happens in 3 phases twice. The first phase, you can travel anywhere on the map. The second phase draws you into a circular area of the map. The final phase draws you in further to fight a boss of the day. Repeat once, then you take on a Night Lord as the day 3 fight.
To reach days 2 and 3, you must contend with a boss of that day. Depending on the day 3 Night Lord you picked, certain bosses will appear as your day 1 and 2 fights. As you and your meat shields, or friends, enter the final circle of the day, a horde of enemies will appear. This is the preamble to the day boss. If you play enough of the game, the horde will denote the boss and how screwed you are for that fight.
As you run around Limveld with no way to effectively communicate with any of your teammates, you'll find glowing bugs that have accessories in them, treasure chests full of items and weapons, groups of enemies full of blood and runes, and sites of grace full of hope and leveling up. Stop at the lattermost and repeatedly mash triangle to level yourself up using runes if you have enough. The only other reason to save runes is to buy weapons or smithing stones from merchants, but finding those is never all that difficult.
You'll also come across on-field boss-type fights. These vary in strength from enemies to great enemies and will usually drop weapons and powers. Gray is common, blue is uncommon, purple is rare, and gold is very rare. Powers offer every player some upgrade to their abilities in the form of new ways for guard counters to function, weapons, extra inventory slots, accessories, flask upgrades and changes, and more. Collect as many of these as your inventory allows. It's another set of menus to mash triangle through so you can keep being an effective team member.
If you were worried running around Limveld was getting boring or wasn't annoying enough, you can follow each of the Nightfarer's story bits.
Story Bits! Now in 8 bold flavors. Story Bits!
Going to this book will allow you to begin one memory at a time for a single character. Completing these is usually simple and involves finding and fighting something in Limveld while powering up to take down a certain Night Lord.
Focus your faves during meal upgrades, and eventually an outfit, or don't. You only really earn character-specific relics between their beginning and final chapters.
Oh no, we forgot about relics!
Please don't make us talk about how progression-shattering scrolling the relic menu is. Please don't make us discuss how you can only equip 3 of the billions you have, earn 32 for completing a Night Lord fight, and most of them are completely useless in your inventory. Don't you dare make us remember the chalices that command what color each of your equipped relic is allowed to be.
Okay, I won't.
Thank you.
The three of us had stopped playing this game around September time. I stopped playing earlier, and I championed that. Chris and James stopped later for one reason or another.
I was having fun with the game.
I was having fun with the game. I mean, James begged me to play with him.
Souls games are not my jam, and Nightreign presents one huge problem to me: how obstructively serious it is. What sort of sensations do you tend to associate with multiplayer games?
Silliness.
Laughter.
Yeah, Nightreign.
Stupidity.
Alright.
Camaraderie.
Correct! Ugh. Nightreign doesn't facilitate that. It does offer much faster mobility and simplifies a lot of character building aspects, such as leveling up and weapon management. What that ends up meaning, though, is that the optimal way to play the game is to go fast, go fast, go fast. Don't think, don't read, mash buttons where possible, hoard strong passives, ignore weak enemies, collect runes, scoop accessories. The blue fire's closing in, there's no time! The little room for error is because it's a Souls game, and the response to our complaints will be, get good. We are aware. But the thing is, this is a multiplayer game that enforces cooperation. I tricked myself into thinking this was going to be a more casual experience.
For a Souls-like novice, I can see why you were under that delusion.
Oh, he should try original flavor Elden Ring.
Guys, shut up! I'm trying to do the wrap-up here. Don't you want to be done with this game as much as I do?
Fine, it has hogged enough of our lives already.
I might go back in.
Andy, finish it quickly.
Okay, this is an enforced cooperative experience I tricked myself into thinking was going to be more casual, especially with the pre-built characters and no fall damage. Less to worry about, right? When I play Nightreign, no matter the combination of friends and randos, I end up just exchanging blame between myself, the other players, and FromSoft for not enabling more communication. I don't have enough fun to justify another 40-minute long run.
Wow. For once, I get to do the outro. Isn't that crazy? Well, to you maybe. Anyway, what did you think of Nightreign? How are those other 2 characters in the roguelite mode? We didn't play them and don't really care to. Let us know what you think in the comments. Also, let us know what you think about Nightreign too. Alright, see you soon. Promise I will. They're not gonna put me back in the original next time I'm needed.
That's enough.
No, wait, I have so many games to play!